Sometimes real heroes don't wear capes. They don't arrive with fanfare or dramatic music. Instead, they're the people who quietly step up when the world needs them most, often without a second thought for their own safety. They simply step forward, in a moment of need, and remind us what courage truly looks like. It's not about glory or recognition, it's about heart, and the willingness to act when others hesitate. Chase Childers was one of those heroes. He was the kind of person who made everyone around him feel safer, stronger, and more hopeful, just by being there. On July 13, 2025, at Pawleys Island, South Carolina, a beautiful stretch of beach just south of Myrtle Beach, Chase saw swimmers caught in trouble. The sun was shining, families were laughing, and the ocean looked inviting, but beneath the surface, danger was lurking. Without hesitation, he ran into the surf, not just as a former pro athlete, but as a father, a friend, and someone who simply cared. In that split second, he didn't think about the risks. He thought about the people who needed help, and he acted. The water that day was hiding something dangerous, a rip current. These powerful, fast-moving channels of water can form unexpectedly, even on the calmest days, and they're nearly impossible to spot from shore. These invisible rivers beneath the surface can pull even the strongest swimmers away from shore at up to 8 feet per second. In just moments, a fun day at the beach can turn into a life-or-death struggle. Most beachgoers don't realize they're the deadliest threat off the Carolina coasts. Every year, rip currents claim more lives than hurricanes or sharks, yet so few people know how to spot them or what to do if they're caught. Chase wasn't alone. Another person joined him to help. It's a reminder that in moments of crisis, strangers can become allies, united by a single purpose, to save lives. Together, they fought the waves to reach a group of 4 or 5 swimmers in distress. The current was strong, the water cold, but they pressed on, determined to bring everyone back to safety. Because of their actions, those people had a chance at life. Families were reunited, and what could have been a day of tragedy became a story of hope and survival. But the ocean is relentless, and Chase was swept away by the current himself. Even heroes are not immune to the forces of nature, and sometimes the cost of courage is heartbreakingly high. Rescue teams searched, police, fire officials, even the Coast Guard. Helicopters scanned the waves, boats combed the shoreline, and volunteers walked the sand hoping for a miracle. But, by evening, it was clear. Chase had given everything. The community gathered in silence, hearts heavy with grief, but also with gratitude for his sacrifice. He was only 38, a father of 3, a former minor league baseball player drafted by the Orioles, and also a former police officer in Georgia. He wore many hats in life: athlete, protector, mentor, and most importantly, a loving dad. He was a protector on and off the field. Whether coaching kids, supporting friends, or serving his community, Chase always put others first. The community has rallied around Chase's family, and a GoFundMe has been created to offer support. Neighbors, friends, and even strangers have come together, sharing stories of his kindness and generosity. The mayor of Pawleys Island has promised to do more, educating tourists, looking for new ways to keep everyone safe from these hidden dangers. New signs, more lifeguards, and public awareness campaigns are just the beginning. But what Chase did that day, it wasn't just brave, it was love in action. His final moments were a testament to the power of compassion and the strength of the human spirit. And as we remember him, I hope we also remember the lesson that every one of us has the capacity to make a difference, no matter how ordinary we may feel. Ordinary people can do extraordinary things when they choose to put someone else's life before their own. It's a choice that defines true heroism, and it's a legacy that will live on. If you're ever at the beach, please know the risks. Learn about rip currents, swim near a lifeguard, take a moment to look out for others, because sometimes a simple act of awareness can save a life. Because heroes like Chase remind us sometimes the greatest gift we can give is simply caring enough to act. Chase Childers, father, athlete, protector. His courage echoes far beyond that day. His story is a tribute to the power of selfless courage. May we honor his memory by looking out for one another and by never underestimating the impact of a single selfless act.